are you satisfied with how the federal government is addressing foreign interference?
I will say that I don't see something going there. I think they are trying to uh, fight the fire and not really fight the source. And we need a better answer of what's happening. Um, it's true that we're gonna be bombarded by fake news, so that's why we need maturity, right? But we need also our federal government to, yes, keep the liberty and the freedom that we have, but also try to answer our main concerns, and I don't see that.
Um, I'm definitely not satisfied. I feel like we should be more focused on the issues for the Canadians that are here. Definitely don't. Definitely don't not interfere, but you have bigger problems like the homelessness going on, mental illness going on, and again, the schools always need better funding. So I think we're not managing the true priorities that we should be managing.
Yes, simple as that. I think there are certain things that as Canadians we'd like to know, but we're just not entitled to. I think there are sensitive topics and content that unless you're in a position of authority and power, that doesn't necessarily need to be shared with the rest of the public. So I'm quite confident and content with the way that things have unfolded at this point in time.
It's a subject I honestly don't know a whole lot about. I think that they had one person kind of as the face of that inquiry and potentially should have had more people involved. I'm sure there were other people involved, but I think one person was really wearing all of that. And so I don't know enough about it, to be honest, to say how much has been done and how effective it's been. I think the communication to the public on it has not been the most efficient in terms of saying how thoroughly that's been looked into.
To be honest, yes, I don't really think there's much that we can do as a country beyond participating actively in all the international fora. So it's somewhat limited, but I would say that whether or not we have a public inquiry, the question we have to ask is it really going to solve the problem, or are we just airing it out for the sake of having an airing out?
I think more should be done. I mean, we are the ones that are electing, right? So I think that any information should be provided to public and not kept as a secret and then released like 2 years after. I think that we should be in the know and we should have a say in what's happening.
No, they've just been stalling and delaying and obfuscating, and they need to do something.
That's a tough one. I would say on a satisfactory level, yes, maybe satisfied, but then there are things that could be done. There are things I feel like has been made harder, more difficult for immigration, has been made more difficult for people who have already immigrated and are trying their best to settle in, no matter how long it's been. So I definitely think there's some wiggle room for some change.
Yeah, I agree. You know what? I don't know what exactly our federal government is doing, so I can't speak to that. I just hope it's going in the right way, just because just because like we're Canadian and Canada is like one of the countries around the world, like countries like Montreal, Toronto, known for its diversity, right? And I just hope that the federal government like keeps that characteristics of Canada and what makes it Canadian. We welcome all cultures from all over the world, all people from all over the world. So I just hope it's keeping to that. That's all I could say.
No, not pas du tout. Not totally. There's a lot of work to happen. Yeah. And during the COVID, especially many families, we know they were waiting for a long time. I don't understand why it's so long to wait. I hope that they do better solutions for the future.
Personally, I just think every country should, like for the most part, mind its own business. That's my personal take on it. I'm not exactly sure. I know that there are things that go on and stuff that should be helped, but I think pretty much for the most part, country is a country and they're their own people. They should be independent, So yeah.
I hope you're going to be able to find someone who's going to say yes. I doubt it though. It's really a complicated issue. I don't know how to address this, but I think at the end, more should be done towards that.